Welcome back, my fellow duplicants, to Oxygen Not Included. Now today, I'm going to attempt to fly out here to this organic mass and bring back a Gassy Moo, along with maybe a little bit of grass seed, and we'll see if I can set up a little bit of ranch for the Gassy Moo. I've never actually done this before, so this is a brand new thing to me. Okay, so if we look over here on the left, I now have the hydrogen engine. I also have the cargo bays, and well, what I actually need down here is the biological cargo bay. So I'll get a couple of those. And I'm going to try to fuel this up via hydrogen, right? So that'll be cool. Actually, it won't be cool. It'll be super hot. The other thing that I'm thinking about here is, now that I'm actually looking at this, I want to move this stuff up just a little bit. I think my silos might just be a tad bit too large. All right, so after looking through this whole Oxygen Not Included assistant thing and figuring out what all I want and how far it needs to travel, I think my rockets having the possibility of them being 9 tall is just a little bit too much right now. The reason is because I don't need any more research. I've already maxed out all of the research I can do. So at this point, there's no reason for those really light research modules. And the sightseeing module is not really useful for anything that I'm doing right there because my dupes aren't really fighting stress that much inside of my base. So I'm going to deconstruct this and I'm just going to move it up a little bit. That way I'll have some extra space, because guess what I've uncovered down here? That's right, a cool slush geyser. That's going to output polluted water at 5.4 kilograms per second at negative 10 degrees Celsius, which is kind of interesting in that it's right here next to all of these rockets. However, it's also very cold. So the last thing I should have to worry about in my base is running out of water. Not only that, that actually handles any sort of cooling questions I might have had. All right, so I'm just going to move up my heatsink here just a little bit. So these are diamond temperature shift plates, just like that. And then we have diamond window tiles, which don't have a lot of mass. So that's why I'm using the shift plates. And then right in the middle, I'm just going to go ahead and put a background tile. So that's what that is. And then I'm going to move the rest of this up just a little bit. And you know what? Since I have so much water, and I might be able to actually use this cool slush geyser if I wanted to. I could make this rocket self-power, couldn't I? And provide its own fuel. And I got the space for it right here, don't I? I think that would work. All right, let's see if I can have 2 hydrogen rockets right next to each other. Okay, so most of this stuff is going to be processed by the super dupes because it's going to be using those jetpacks. However, one other job that I want to start working on down here is my sour gas boiler. So I'm going to go ahead and use this oil reservoir down here because that's what my sour gas boiler was set up to run with. And pretty much every base has a sour gas boiler. So they don't have a sour gas boiler, sorry. They have oil reservoirs, so you can build a sour gas boiler if you're ambitious enough. So I'm going to try to build that thing that we've done several times in the debug mode, but I'm going to try to build it here inside of the game. So I will send my dupes over here to the left, and this is where I'm going to dig it up. Or shall we say, I'm going to excavate over here to the left, and you get what I'm trying to do. I need to clear this space out because I've got a lot of constructing I need to build, a lot of stuff I need to build. Oh, hey, look, our other research rocket has come back, although it's not doing research, it's actually doing runs to materials and stuff. What do we have? Okay, so at this organic mass out there, we've got slime, a little bit of polluted water, some algae, which is useful, trace amount of carbon dioxide, which I don't care about, polluted oxygen, which is also a little bit weird, and some niobium. So really, that thing's only useful for a Gassy Moo and maybe some grass seed. All right, so the petroleum rocket has enough gusto to get on out there with 2 cargo bays to that far, so I can actually go ahead and send a rocket out there. I don't really have to wait for hydrogen. So we'll just build 2 biological cargo bays. We'll see how that works. Come on, duplicants. Work faster. Oh, that didn't work. Liquid fuel tank. There we go. Boom. I'm just constantly hearing this rocket come back and then launch over and over again on the out of the corner of my base. It's great. It really is fun to hear the rockets just blasting off all the time. Like, I kind of wish there was a Kerbal Space Program that like went out there and did the same sort of thing that we're doing right now. That would be really cool. That would be a fun game. Then again, maybe that's what like Surviving Mars is. Which, by the way, that is on Humble Monthly, in case you guys are curious. Link in the description below. Alright, so for the petroleum rockets over here, in this spot, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pipe up this crude oil from right down here, since it's already going to be quite warm. And I'm going to bring it up and we will convert it into petroleum right here. And that will then fuel up their own tanks. So I don't have to worry about the tanks. Okay, so that's 2 liquid tanks and then an oxidizer. Now technically, I think if we were to go all the way out to 200,000 or so, which I don't know if that's ever going to be available to me in my map. I thought for a moment it was out there, but now I don't see it. Well, then I'll be able to kind of do that. Is it possible that it's not available because I haven't completed the statue thing? By the way, 7.5 tons of steel. Oh, ceramic and plastic, I could kind of handle that. It's the steel that's killing me. I would like to build those. All right, since I'm trying to focus on the Gassy Moos, little is currently known about the Gassy Moo due to its alien nature and origin. Oh, it survives in 0 gravity and no atmosphere. Although it needs gas grass. Okay, so that's the tricky one. The gas grass. What do we do? And it consumes chlorine. Well, it just requires air pressure. Well, that's pretty easy, considering I have a chlorine vent. Ha ha! But doesn't it require light as well? I thought it required like a lot of light. All right, so I need to get into this chlorine gas vent environment. So here's a good time to make some visco gel. So I need a little bit of petroleum. Here's where I'm just gonna empty the pipe. You know what? I wish we had one of those little bottlers for the liquids as well. You know, we have the gas ones right down. Oh, where are they? There we are, the canister filler. I wish I had a canister filler for liquid. Oh well, there we go. Petroleum on hand. Good job, Stinky. Way to be a team player. Okay, so now let me go ahead and just build a nice little way to get in over here. Now, I'm pretty sure it takes light. If I recall correctly, it takes light. But even if it doesn't, then that's cool too. By the way, if we need light, I got you covered. Oh, and I can get a little bit more power out of this. Here we go. Let's just load in a few more eggs. Woo woo! There's a good recommendation down here to, rather than using a valve, actually just use the aqua tuner as a valve. So basically run priority 1 through the valve, and then if you deactivate it via the automation, it would just run past it. That's a pretty handy little tip, by the way. You could definitely do that. That would save you 1 piece of component down here, or well, that one right there. All right, I'll just dig up this entire area down here. All I've done is build a bunch of horizontal ladders, and then leave 4 tiles above that, so I could just really dig a lot. I could probably get away with more, because I think the dupes can reach a little bit further, but I'm okay with what I got going on right now. This will be a decent amount of space to start with, but it'll take more than this. Like I could fit the converter inside of here. It takes about this much space, but all of the natural gas generators and everything else that comes after that, and all the water and stuff that I'm going to have to work with, that's all going to take up a lot of space. So I'm either going to build that down here, or maybe I'll build it up top, or maybe I build it in just 20 kilojoule components. Because, like I said, it's a lot. Oh yeah, and I was going to wrangle a pip up here. You guys were saying if I if a pip eats a tree that's freshly grown or something like that, I'll get an extra seed. Okay, so we're going to slap down a bottle emptier. Boom, right over here. And then if I dump a little bit of visco gel inside of there, then that will create a real legit airlock. I kind of like putting it between two doors just to kind of keep that visco gel from ever sliding one way or another. Sometimes if you just put it in one spot, although it will stay there, because it's a liquid that can actually stack vertically, it still has a tendency to move every once in a while. So here we go. We're going to build this up, and that should pretty much be enough. Look at that. That's cool. And then once we build this top tile right there, then you'll see that this will just suck right up to the top of that, and boom, we're done. Oh, there you are, Stinky. You can stop, dude. We're good. So there we have it, a nice airlock. Now the dupes will get nice and soggy every time they go through there, so you might want to only run them through with an Atmo switch or something like that, but that's not a big deal. On the topic of stress, I saw this thing in my Discord. Let me find it real quick. Okay, so this thing's cool. Radom down here decided to use ladder chutes as nature reserves, which makes a ton of sense because your dupes are always going to be moving through that area. So this seems like an easy way to boost your morale if you can convert your different, pathways into nature reserves, just like that. Okay, so I have two mirth leaves over here. If I dig this out, technically those things will be alive. And then I could put like a door right here, a door right there. I might be able to get that to work. Let's see if it works. Let's see here. If I put a door right there, that's kind of like a main throughway. Right there, and all the way down here. And place another one right there. That should make all of this one room, right? One room. Ha! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I didn't like that. So technically this is a room and this is not a room? Oh, hold up. Let me deconstruct that spot and move that door. I don't even know where that building is. There we go. It's in furniture. If I deconstruct that, how is this not a room? It definitely looks like a room to me. It's 241 tiles. Okay, that could be why. All right, I'll put doors right here and here, and get rid of the ones on the outsides right there, and try to focus in the room so that it's actually just this vertical spot right here. I am definitely distracted from what I was trying to do here. How are we doing on the rockets? We're not making any progress at all. Oh, hey, look at this. Good deal. So the gas vents are overpressured. Excellent. So I've maxed out the amount of oxygen that I can have until at least this one does its thing. Good deal. Okay, how big is this room now? 106. Here we go. I'm just going to reduce the room like that. The extra cheesy way of doing it. It's growing, and it's technically in the room. It's a very nice nature preserve, that's all. Although that requires 4. What do I got? 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. We made it down to 9. Oh, but how do I get yet another plant in here? Well, we have this balm lily right up top. If we just do this number, boom, we'll be able to get right up there. Super Meat, what are you doing? Careful, Stinky's gonna lock you in. Ah, crap, we're at to 100 tiles now. 98, 2 more. 1 there and 1 here. Come on. What is remove conflicting buildings? What is the conflicting building? I guess you cannot heal up inside of a nature reserve. It's not very natural. Now let's take a look. Aha! Nature reserve. And my dupes, every single cycle will end up getting some bonus. Well, not all of them, but most of them up here will get the bonus. That is cheesy. That is really, really cheesy. I love it. Okay, so how can I make this a little bit bigger? What if I get rid of that door? Then I need to fill that space because the room just became larger. So now 100 and what? The actual maximum size is 120? Never mind. That was easy. I did all of that for nothing. Okay, sweet. So every single day, all of my dupes are going to get a nature reserve bonus. That is +6. Radom, dude, awesome idea. I love it. Oh, wait. My rocket's back. Did you bring anything? Databanks, fossil, niobium, copper, steel, diamond, contents, none. But apparently we came back with nothing. Hey, what's up with that? Mantis, hold up. Let me make sure that you have this. I don't know if you need skills or not for this, but I'm going to give you the skills of ranching anyhow, Mantis. The doors seem to be working well now. Like, I haven't had any additional issues with them at this point, so. Except for that meteor, I was just racing in there like, hey, I see that you're looking this time. Let me blow up everything you were just talking about. Thanks, game. Alright, let's throw Mantis in there and send it on its way. Bam! How many Paku do you think I have now? Let's take a look. Decor overlay, 51, and then 13 fries. Woo! Mantis, you should be flying a rocket, not just incubating. What's that all about? Get in your rocket. It's been a while since we've seen the volcano erupt. Let's check this out. Holy moly, look at all of that igneous rock I have inside of there. It just goes off the page. Alright, so here we go. Volcano. Bam, just straight to igneous rock. Okay, I have a ton more ceramic now, so I can go ahead and use that up to fuel the hydrogen down here. There we go. Boom. Nice. Do the same thing with the oxygen. Oh, okay, I had this rocket configured incorrectly. So what I really need in order to get all the way out there to 50,000 kilometers with this rocket is I'm going to need 3 liquid fuel tanks. I'll need 2,062 for the liquid oxygen and liquid fuel, so. Oops, hang on. That was wrong. Ah! Oh, interesting. Let's see, now this is a time where I need to drop this command capsule down a little bit further if I wanted to. Okay, so one thing I could do here is I could use a liquid fuel tank as just something that takes up space and not really have to worry about it. And that should work out. Oh no, so now my rocket is 49,670 kilometers. Okay, just need a little bit more. Put an extra 25 kilograms in that one, and an extra 25 in here. Aha! There we go. So now, hopefully this rocket will actually go out to the correct asteroid and potentially bring back some critters. We'll see. Not a whole lot has happened here in the last couple of cycles, just kind of waiting for things to get done here, but we did manage to get into here with this chlorine vent, and we can kind of dig some things up because we've got that sweet visco gel airlock right there. See, just like that. No gases, make it through. Although popped eardrums and sogging wet are a couple of nasty debuffs. It's a total of 40% per cycle, so I wouldn't send them in here too often. Oh, interesting. Things are getting so cold in this pipe that they're actually freezing up in this one spot. See if I can replace it with insulation. There we go. I'm fueling up my first hydrogen tank here. So the hydrogen is flowing from over here out of this tank and into that one. Okay, so now I'm just going to go ahead and redo some of these liquid pipes. I don't really want to stop what I already have going on over here on the right until I have the rest of the petroleum stuff set up. So I'll just build the necessary pipes to make it work. There we go. And no, I'm not going to be using normal pipes, even though this is insulated via the space. I'm going to try to use insulated pipes. I have ceramics over here that are next to the rockets. For the feeding stuff like this right here, you can see that I have, that's insulated stuff. But see, here's the problem. If I use normal pipes like this and I run it over longer runs like this, the pipe actually gets cold and becomes insulated in its own environment. So I find that just running pipes like this that are really, really cold just tend to work better. All right, so the next rocket here should be returning soon. We're only 1.3 cycles out. Now I've kind of reworked the pipes a little bit here as they've routed back around. And the one weird thing I'm doing, and it just seems to work better this way, is if I use something like an igneous rock pipe, I can cool this down to be at the temperature of the frozen or the liquid material inside of that. All I do is I run this really low, like 100 grams or less than 1 kilogram. Let it run around for a little while, and then that keeps the liquid from getting hot in the first place, which keeps this from bursting. For whatever reason, when I run like an insulated pipe, it tends to have issues. I mean, shoot, we can even see it right here. Now, this is all insulated ceramic, but I can't run insulated ceramic the entire way because even that has problems. So you can see up here how cold the pipe is, negative 199 degrees Celsius. But this one up here has yet to really been cooled down since I added this bit of loop here. So once we fill up this liquid tank, which will take a little while because I'm only running at 900 grams right now, and that will then continue on over here and cool this down because it's below that 1 kilogram liquid pipage thing. It won't explode. Or it shouldn't. I've seen it explode anyhow. So liquid pipes used to not be such a hassle, but that was back in the days when we used to be able to build stuff out of abyssallite. Oh well, is what it is. The other important bit down here is this is insulated insulation. So it's just like anything down here just won't warm up. There's nothing for it to conduct into. So I can just keep liquid in this pipe right there and it doesn't have any problem at all. The thing is that it takes a ton of insulation to like build that up. And we're talking lots and lots of rocket trips. Hey, our rocket is back, or soon to be back. Oh, and there goes another one. So here's what I was talking about on this pipe. You see how it's at 41 degrees, and now by the time I get down here, it's negative 180. So pretty soon it'll be so cold that I can just run liquid oxygen through there and it won't have any issues with heating up to begin with. That's it. All right, so we should see this next rocket come back, and hopefully we'll have some critters inside of it. Meow. And there it is. We got our Gassy Moo, look at that! And some seeds. What do we have down here? Another Gassy Moo and some seeds? Yes! All right, let's not send this rocket back up into space. I don't want that to happen. Critter, let's go ahead and deliver these critters down here. This is the Gassy Moo station. High priority. Now, I'm guessing, last time I remember this grass seed required light, so. All right, here we go. Nope. Okay, we've emptied that storage. Oh, hey, look, we got a Gassy Moo. Oh, no. Airborne critter bait. Let's see if I can do one of these, huh? We'll try that. Darn, I don't think I have what it takes there. Is the airborne critter lure no longer in the game now? Is that what? It's no what? What? I mean, that thing kind of made sense, but okay, well, at least it doesn't require plastic. Look at that. You can make it out of iron, so cool. All right, how do I wrangle this Gassy Moo? It's just floating around right there. Hey, you guys want to build this one? No. Now pick up this Gassy Moo and deliver it, please. Which I don't think they'll do. I don't think they're going to unload this. I think I have to empty the storage. Okay, what about a critter trap? Can I possibly trap a Gassy Moo? Okay, Gassy Moo. I have no idea why you would actually go to the critter trap, but please try to float on over there. Cannot catch swimming or flying critters. Well, it's flying. ish. All right, what if I empty this one? Okay, see? See, it's all bound up. We can go ahead and grab it. Grab that Gassy Moo. Grab it. Grab it. All right, we're going to make this a yellow alert. You must grab the Gassy Moo and deliver it. You must do that now, dupes. Crap! Are you kidding me? Is this really how this is supposed to go? I mean, I don't mean to be rude here, but Clay, have you played your own game this far? You have zero way to attract or capture the stupid Gassy Moo. Alright, screw it. There you go. Come here, Gassy Moo. Problem solved. Insufficient resource. Chlorine. What? It's 5.2 kilograms! Sleeping. Too dark. See, now it doesn't say that it needs light. It doesn't say it. But I knew it did. See? Fungal spore requires darkness. Bristle blossom requires light. Gas grass seed doesn't say that it requires light. Alright, Gassy Moo, you're going back to space. There you go. Exclamation marks. Fix the pipes. Will you do it now? There we go. That's how you fix the pipes. I had it set to priority level 9, but they just wouldn't do it. Of course, now it's gonna break again. Alright, let me try visco gel up here, just to kind of close off this room. And what I want to do inside of there is detect chlorine. Chlorine. There we are. And then inside of here, we could do grass seeds. Sweet. 3.5 hours into this recording. Oh, it's taken forever at this point. Sorry if I'm complaining a lot. One of the problems I'm having here is that the game just really slows down once you get into the star map and everything. I mean, to go to a place and back is like 13 cycles. That's a lot of time. And then on top of that, you end up with game mechanics that, you know, like, how do you move this Gassy Moo sort of thing, which are kind of just tedious. Or dealing with these pipes, which there was a clear method, but now there's like, you're using some sort of crazy, what I believe is an exploit just to make it work. I don't know. I'm trying to be positive, but sometimes I get frustrated too. Alright, well, I'd love to wrap this up today, but I'm so out of time. Unfortunately, I've run over the amount of time I had, plus 50%, so if I'm going to get a video out today, I have to stop now. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get the Gassy Moos up and running just yet. I'm working on it. I've had to do some MacGyvering to get them in here, but hopefully at least this gas grass will be ready to plant here. Let me see if I can plant it in the next few minutes, but insufficient resource, chlorine. Okay, is it a different type of farm tile I need? All right, how about a planter box? Requires chlorine. Liquid chlorine? Is that? That's what it means. It has to be, right? All right, I'm gonna save the game, but let me just tap into debug mode real quick here. Okay, there we go. A little bit of liquid chlorine. Okay, yes, that's what it requires. Liquid chlorine. All right. Huh. Because I'm having so much fun with these pipes already. All right, well, that will be a good challenge here for the next episode. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this episode here of Oxygen Not Included. Have a wonderful day. Stay awesome, guys. Peace. Brothgar out.